Hey guys, welcome to Mamidi's kitchen. Today I'm gonna show you Rajasthani style dal bati churma, and trust me, you guys gonna love this. This is a typical Rajasthani style dal, also known as panchmel dal. And next comes the batis that are made up of wheat flour, suji and ghee. And finally the churma, which is crumbled bati with little sugar and ghee. So come, let's check out the recipe. In a cooker, add 1/4 cup tuar dal, 1/4 cup urad dal, 1/4 cup chana dal, 1/4 cup moong dal and 1/4 cup masoor dal. Next add 2½ cups of water, 1/4 teaspoon cumin seeds, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric and a little oil. Close it with the lid and cook till you get 3 whistles. Now let's give tadka to this dal. For this, heat a pan, add some oil. Once the oil is heated, add some mustard seeds. Then add some cumin seeds. Add 3 to 4 green chili. Mix them well. Add 2 to 3 red chili. Give it a quick mix and cook for a minute. Next add finely chopped garlic. Mix well and cook till the garlic is golden brown. Add some fresh curry leaves. Mix properly and cook till the flavor of curry leaves gets absorbed in oil. Next add half cup chopped onions and cook till they are transparent. If you guys don't like the flavor of onions in dal, you can completely avoid it. Add finely chopped tomatoes. Mix them well and cook till the tomatoes are soft and mashy. Here I have used 2 medium-sized tomatoes. If you like the tangy flavor of tomatoes, you can add more tomatoes. Once the tomatoes are cooked, add the remaining spices: 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1 teaspoon salt. Adjust the flavor of salt according to your taste. 1 teaspoon red chili powder. If you like more spicy, you can add more red chili powder. Mix all the spices very well and cook for about 2 minutes. Once all the spices are cooked well, now it's time to add the cooked panchmel dal and mix it thoroughly. At this point, you can check for the thickness of dal. If you feel the dal is more thick, you can add some water and cook it for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, turn off the stove and your dal is ready. And finally, garnish it with some finely chopped fresh coriander leaves. Now comes the batis. For this, in a bowl, add 1 cup of wheat flour, 1/4 cup suji, also called as upma rava or Bombay rava, and 1/4 cup ghee. If you don't like the flavor of ghee, you can also add oil in place of ghee. Mix all together without adding water until it holds a proper shape. Once it holds the shape, now gradually add water and start making a dough. These batis can be made with only wheat flour and ghee, but adding suji gives that extra crunchiness to the batis. Do not make the dough too hard or too soft, or else the batis won't turn out crunchy. Once the dough is made, rest it for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, take a small piece and start making the batis. Now let's cook the batis. Here I am taking an appam pan and add some oil or ghee. Put the flame on low and start adding the batis. Once the batis are added, close it with the lid and cook for 3 to 4 minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes, flip the batis. Close it with the lid and cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Instead of using an appam pan, you can also bake the batis in microwave. If you are going to use a microwave, preheat the oven at 180 degrees for 10 minutes. Then bake the batis for 20 minutes at 180 degrees. You can also use pressure cooker. If you are cooking them in a pressure cooker, make sure you remove the gasket and cook them for about 20 minutes. Now let's come back to our batis. Keep cooking them until they turn golden brown. Brush with some ghee if required. Keep flipping them regularly so that it is cooked well on both sides. This process is going to take about 15 to 20 minutes or sometimes even more. Once the batis are cooked properly and they turn into golden brown color, turn off the stove and remove the batis. Now dip the batis in the cup of ghee. You can even avoid this step, but dipping the batis in the ghee brings the richness in the flavor. That's it, our batis are ready. Now let's make churma. For this, take a grinding jar, add about 3 batis, break the batis and add so that it will be easy to grind. Now add 2 teaspoons of sugar powder. Sugar can be adjusted according to your sweet cravings. And finally add some ghee. Ghee helps to hold the batis and sugar firmly and also enhances the flavor. Grind it into a fine mixture and your churma is ready. Enjoy this delicious Rajasthani dal bati churma. If you like this recipe, do like and share the video. Please subscribe to Mamedi's Kitchen if you are watching for the first time. Stay tuned for new recipes. Till then, happy cooking and happy eating.